Sam may not join because he's playing golf. So my friends, 5 weeks, 5 sheets. Sixth week, you are there. Where you want to be. So when I say 5 weeks, that today we will pick up one sheet and then you start living in that knowledge and you will see a tremendous change. We also use a phrase, sea change, SEA. We never realize that room, home, workplace is all space in reality. The name simply indicates the location and the utility. First thing to understand, it is what we can say delusion. It is all space, nothing else. Now see that you don't appreciate the space, which never changes. So the first delusion that creates the false I, my home, your home. Now see another delusion. Your home is bigger and beautiful than mine. Then mine becomes crazy. Then jealousy starts. Then we start running and become fully busy. Those who are fully busy, they have left our session. Better. Yeah. At the same time, we need home. What should we do? Do everything except identification. Did you understand? Yes, I understand. I understand partially, and then my mind moves there, and I become fully busy. It will not work. I have to live with the knowledge. So, second thing to understand, that real self is within 5 sheets. That is what we see. If you see the symbolic, we will talk of the model of knowledge, I think, on Saturdays. I just don't want to go into detail. So is real self within 5 sheets, or 5 sheets appears on the real self? Like one paper over the other, second paper, third paper. But if there is no real self, these 5 sheets are also not there. Briefly to understand that these 5 sheets are within the real self. Now, normally, symbolically, we say that, my real self is within the body, physical body, within the subtle body, and within the causal body. No. No. Apply the same logic here. Space. Is space inside your room or the opposite? Or the room, the workplace, your restroom, your bedroom is in the space. You see, it all demands an understanding. It all demands a knowledge. Until Buddha was ready to understand this knowledge, it took him 6 years. I'm just betting 5 weeks, 5 sheets. And one thing I should tell you openly, that if you do not understand these simple knowledge principles, you spend 50 years doing meditation, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. You will go back to the same stuff. Same anger, same anxiety, same reaction. That is why we are studying this 5 sheet. So are you clear? Yes, I'm clear. So the 5 sheets, I'm none of them and I'm using them like I am the body. So let us understand couple of the operating principles to know we are not these 5 sheets. You should be ready to ask any question if you have a doubt. First thing, the real self is unchanging. 5 sheets are changing. What is changing? I cannot be. How do you say that? That did that I change when you were born until now? I was few pounds, then increased in size. I am still there. Body changed. I did not. No, I am now often upset. It is because of the mental sheet. I am wiser. It is because of the intellectual sheet. No, I have less energy. I have gray beard. Oh, it is because of the second sheet. It has nothing to do with I am. Nothing to do with I am. You can experience. You can know it. So 5 sheets are objects of experience, and the real self can never become the object of experience. I'll just deal in detail. It is a subject. The final, ultimate reality cannot become the object of the mind. Real self is conscious. All the 5 sheets are matter. Sun is here and you put a yellow sheet. You cannot say that yellow sheet gives the light. Only the sun. Real self. Conscious. So first operating principle that instantly you remember, and I will go in detail also with your permission, not detail in a sense that very ruthless way. There is one master who was a king first and then he became a monk. He went to the Himalayas, practiced, and then he became one of the great masters. Now I will invoke only 1 or 2 verses from there. So first operating principle that I am unchanging. 5 sheets are changing. Second operating principle, 5 sheets are object of experience, but I am a knower of objects. Did I understand? Yes, I understand. We understand everything and still we live the same life. If anything is an object, cannot become me. What is this? Mouse. I know the mouse. I do not. I am not the mouse. Now apply the same logic to anyone. Here is brandy. I know brandy, but I am not brandy. I know donkey. Here is a donkey, but I am not. But then why you say, I am stressed? Why you say I am stressed? Well, stress, next experience belongs to the mind, not to me. So those people who are having a lot of depression, I tell them that if you have more pain, have a bigger smile. Less pain, less smile. So second operating. Third operating principle, 5 sheets are product of karma. I existed before, during the presence of the 5 sheet, and after. Space. Same example. Build the house, demolish the house. Space is as it is. Same way the real self is it is. I am conscious. 5 sheaths are unconscious matter. 5 sheaths are parts, products, and properties of a matter. But I am one pure consciousness. I told you, Buddha, it is that ignorance and misunderstanding. He was doing a lot of practices. He was reduced to skeleton with the, sorry to say, Hatha Yoga master. He went to the Hatha Yoga master. He initiated him. He said, you have to sleep on the floor. Same way, you have to do the headstand. I'm not criticizing. That is also my profession. But we have to understand what is right. And at the 6th year, he realized, that's a big story. So he realized, he said, yeah, I got it. Another master initiated him. He took him. He sat under a Bodhi tree and he understood that he was absorbed into mindfulness. He never returned from the state of mindfulness. And that demands that, am I a seeker? If I am a seeker, it will definitely work. So this week, you remember all these operating principles and live with that. Let us take the first outermost sheath that is known as physical body, or also known as this Annamaya Kosha. Kosha means sheath, Anna means food, Maya means covered. This is the densest. Am I using the right English, Brandy? Densest. It is the densest sheath. This is generated by the combination of the matter. No. But I am a son of my parents. Okay. How? The semen and egg, they contain matter. Tell me if it is not matter. It is born out of food. That is why it is known as Anna, food sheath, outermost level. And this outermost sheath, first understanding, every time it undergoes 6 changes. I just become aware of these 6 changes during the day. The moment I am in a waking state. So first change, what happens, that again, let us take it, material cause. I have discussed about the efficient cause also. So material cause is just egg in the semen. They fertilize, the formation of fetus in the mother's womb. You know, normally people say, oh, my birthday is what? 14th April. Today is 14th April here. How can you say that? You were present in the womb of a mother. You were alive. What is your birthday? How do you know that? Matter of convenience. So we are not talking a matter of convenience. We are talking of absolute truth. The first change, it comes, formation of a fetus in the mother's womb. The second is arrival of the baby into the world. We arrived into the world as a baby. That is the second change of this food sheet. Third change, the body grows, being nourished by the food. We grow vertically. We grow vertically. When you grow horizontally, that is your problem. So that is caused by the second, third, and fourth sheath that we will talk later. Did you get it? Third, the body matures into adolescence. What we say in science is, the word is used, catabolic, anabolic processes. So anabolic processes is at peak during your childhood, adolescence, and after that we start going down. Catabolic means destruction processes, becoming is old like me. So the body starts aging is the fourth one, and the fifth one, can you guess? Sixth one is the death, the fragmentation. This is how the body works. This will continue to work in the same way millions of years ago, since the advent of the human frame in the food sheath, and it is also working. Maximum I can delay. I can delay the process by a certain same thing again with the matter. So what we are referring to, understand that we are referring to the delusion part. I should become aware of that delusion while living day-to-day life. Oh, you look very handsome. Okay, this guy is referring to the outermost sheath. Outermost sheath. Oh, how bad you smell. No, I'm not smelling bad. It is all about my outermost sheath. Oh, you have a good fragrance. No, it is all about food. I should remember this. I can give you 1,000,000 examples. These thoughts and the feelings surrounded on the physical body causes lot of delusion. I am tall. Who is tall? First sheath. First sheath. I am short. Who is short? I am son of so and so. Who is? We are referring to the body. When I refer my name, I'm referring to the physical sheath, the first sheath, food sheath. What we should do with this physical body, because we all human beings have the highest faculty of intellect, once we recognize, we should repair, maintain, care, still with an awareness that I'm not the body. The way we do service of the cars, and I got my AC service just last week. Doing service, repair and maintenance, that is all. Why? Because if I'm attached, I fall into delusion. We are doing a self-inquiry. Very clear. If you have any doubt, I like one master saying, using this phrase, and remember this. Annamaya kosha. Anna means food, Maya means covering, and sheath, deluded. Maya also means delusion. The origin of this Annamaya kosha is food. Yes, I'm going to invoke one verse. Please excuse me, don't get offended. But that is the fact and the truth. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. We take bath every day. Why don't you make the body pure, clean it one day, and it should remain clean? Is it possible? No. Why it is not possible? What should be the cause? Find out. We clean skin. I also took bath and looked myself into the mirror. Not only you. Is it different that you are smarter than me? I take bath every day, clean the skin, look beautiful every day. But the next day again, the body becomes impure. No, don't say body is impure. You cannot break this attachment if you are attached to the beauty. But take care. Do everything. Put all the cosmetics. Okay, that will do. But internally, with that knowledge and awareness, you have to break that attachment, delusion with the body. When we are coughing, a lot of cough comes out of the nose. Do you store into the refrigerator? Look at the expression of Brandy. That is what this master taught, Vairagya Shatakam. He was a king, became a monk, and he realized, I'm not going in other direction. As long as this fecal matter lives inside the body, what a beautiful body. And the moment it goes out, I don't want to stay there. Tell me if it is not a fact. Tell me if you do otherwise. So that monk has gone to that extent, realize why we are talking of this, so that I should remove that sense of attachment, sense of delusion with the body. We have 9 holes. Tell me, any holes gives you something that can be utilized, used. All the holes gives us the impurity. Now, this monk, I'm not saying, if you are offended, then get offended with that monk, not with me. I'm just passing on this now. Look at this. No, we are thinking like this in order to remove the attachment and the delusion. At the same time, you are taking care of this human frame, the food sheath, because only in this food sheath I can be awakened. I cannot be awakened in the tiger body. I cannot be awakened in the monkey body. That is the importance. At the same time, that importance does not turn out into a delusion. If it turns out into a delusion, then you're... No, he looks very smart. Stop this. Appreciate if one looks the smart. But don't get attached to the body. You should remain dispassionate with the body. When you remain dispassionate with the body in the meditation which Buddha did with the last master. The name of the last master, Alar Kalam, who said, sit under a tree, close your eyes, look at the breath, you are not the body, and ultimately here he went deeper. Now apply all the 5 operating principles. First operating principles, I am unchanging principle. And this Annamaya, food sheath, human body, physical body is constantly changing. Body is changing. It is born, become child, teenage, adult. Now I am 80 years old. When God will, you will call me. So I am referring to the body. And that stresses me. Body changes constantly, still we feel we are the body. One scientist, I don't remember, he said, this physical body, remember this physical body is food rearranged. Did you get it? This physical body is food rearranged. Whether you eat chicken or whether you eat raw food, whether you eat vegan, the food is rearranged. Reorganized. What else is this body? Second principle, Annamaya food sheath is an object of experience. I am knower of an object, hence I cannot be the physical body. Food sheath. Body is always an object. I gave an example. Here is a donkey. I know donkey, but I'm not donkey. Same way. I know body, all the physiological, biochemical, and those who have been frequenting their visits to the doctors, they know it is all food enhanced, chemicals enhanced. Third, this food sheath is the product of karma. I have referred little bit about the efficient cause. I will deal detail when this topic comes. This physical body is an effect, and what is an effect I can never be. Do you see that? Fourth operating principle, I am conscious. This food sheath is not conscious. This is unconscious matter. No, I'm so beautiful, you are criticizing me. No, I'm not criticizing you. I'm criticizing your food sheath. You are different from the body. Some people may feel, that's why I'm using it. So after the session, don't go back again and in front of the mirror. How dare you say that? Then you are not a seeker. Do that, but then you are not a seeker. We are conscious of the body. Body is inert, and what is inert cannot know itself, cannot know anything, anyone else. Hence, body is not me. Body is part, product, properties of a matter, rearranged, food rearranged is this physical body. Apples and grapes are lying in your kitchen, they are rearranged. And that is what the physical body, even chicken, add anything. We are not going into those topics, that creates fanaticism, I'm a vegan or non-vegan or etc. No. Simple thing. Simple understanding. Otherwise, Buddha should have talked about this much before in the journey of meditation and mindfulness. So the death of this body is not the end of my existence because I am the real self. I am the real self. Body is changing, I do not. Body is the product of the karma and the matter. I am not. I exist before. I exist during the presence of the physical body, and I will continue to exist after the physical body. Are you clear, Ashok? Yes. Okay. So body is an object of experience, but I am the knower. Be very clear. Be very clear. I am the knower. And I know, I can understand there is a lot of confusion, and that as we continue, body is matter, I'm conscious, body is made up of food, I'm not, I'm different from the body. I am not this physical body. I am not this food sheath. Even people say I'm the most handsome or beautiful person in this world. That reference has to do with the physical body. Appreciate, thank, be grateful, that's all. But internally you remember. You buy the most luxurious car, but you are not the car. You buy the biggest mansion, but you are not the mansion. So with that, live. This week, live with that I am not the body. Work again. Ask your mind to repeat these operating principles. I can bet you after the first day, you do it maybe 1,000 times. Just become aware inside. It all demands awareness. It all demands an understanding. What will happen? Your level of fatigue will drop. You'll be surprised. you will never declare that you are worthy of suffering and sadness. If you are attached to the body, then you are worthy of suffering. People looks at your big face, what happened to you? Everything is okay, but you are referring to the body. Do you see that? What a beauty of this Eastern wisdom. So pay attention, operate on these, all the 5 principles during the day. The moment you wake up, you are taking a shower, you are going to the restroom. You throw out all the fecal matters, as long as it is in the body. Oh, look at this, my body, how beautiful it is. And the moment it is thrown out, you don't want to stay there. You keep a lot of fragrances to remove that smell. It proves I'm not the physical body. What a great, I am Girish, look at this. See the delusion? That causes a lot of problems. So let us start our journey. Close your eyes. And in fact, these teachings are taught by the monks from the Himalayas, the way I learned from my master. But I thought that it is very easy to communicate with people here if you are not a monk outside. You're a monk, and eyes are closed, body is body is steady. Which sheath I'm talking about at present is the physical food sheath. So look objectively. Just look objectively, this entire physical body, that is food rearranged. Right? Apples that you have eaten, the grapes and the chicken, and what else, It is rearranged, reorganized. So awareness of the entire physical body, experience, sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Body cannot move by itself. It moves by the second sheath. That we are going to take up next time. But just an awareness. The breath is moving naturally in the state of sensation, comfort, and steadiness. You see, compare that, with Alar Kalam guiding the same instructions to our great master who passed on this wisdom, the Buddha. But he worked for minimum 6 years, or 7 years perhaps, if I remember. The third sheath is the mind, desire, feels like. So thoughts are coming. Just say, okay, it is about the third sheath. I'm going to take over. Now, at present, I'm not interested. So that makes you carefree. Intellect. Intellect is clear. Go deeper. And that is, I'm repeating it again, remember, Vidya dadati vinayam. Knowledge gives us the humility. Vinayam dadati patratam. That humility, receptivity gives us qualification. And the qualification awakens you to the inner wealth in the mind of calmness, of steadiness. Let me find out, who am I? And when we continue with the inner wealth, we find our real self. 5 sheaths. I'm repeating so that you will remember. Just become aware. If I say become aware of the food sheath. who is holding the power to hold on this physical food sheath is energy sheath. Second sheath inside is holding it. Third covering, mind, has a desire to succeed in meditation. That's why you are here. That's why we all are here with us, each other. And the fourth is taking a decision, the intellect sheath, the I-ness. Are you happy doing the practice? Are you calm, relaxed, poised, ready to take a plunge? That comes from the fifth sheath. See, in every activity, in every human endeavor, these 5 sheaths are at work. Whether you are Einstein or you are whatever you are. And in that state, we will again separate. That is why I started that step, so that I thought that, I will talk about these 5 sheaths, how to make you experience and realize. So, food sheath is steady. Second sheath, energy. Energy means movement, change. That's why it's a breath. Mind, keep the desire. I will drop the Shantoham deep inside the heart, gently, softly, while breathing quick, short breath. And start breathing quick and short breath with the second sheath. Desire in the mind, intellect drops Shantoham gently inside the heart, and the food sheath remains steady. Maybe 60 or 80 breaths per minute. Oh, it is that fast? Yes. I will faint. No, you will not faint. It is only the fourth sheath that gives you an idea. Coming from the first sheath. Brain is a part of the food sheath. So brain cannot, those who have not been doing the practice, the brain cannot sustain a higher oxygen concentration when we are doing quick and short breath. That is why we feel like, but it has nothing to do with it. Continue. Quick short breath. Second sheath. Mind has a desire. Intellect is dropping Shantoham. You are enjoying. Fifth sheath. Oh. So I'm none of them? Yes. Continue. Who blocks? Mind. Why? It has some attachment. How to recognize with the thought and feel, oh no, I cannot do it for so long. Okay, who is this I? And then you start doing it. That is one of the many factors of the practice of Eastern wisdom. Continue. And stop this. We'll start with the nyas also. In the nyas, there is a heightened state of awareness to recognize all these five sheaths. That is why I'm still continuing with that simple way. Start breathing the little deep, silent, and slow as you inhale. That is, breath is the car, moving the mind with the car inside the right arm, where in the space, singing Om Shanti. Why I say singing mentally? Because we need an emotion that is engaged in attachment so that it becomes free from there. And as you exhale, mind moves from the fingertips to the shoulder of the right arm. You see that I am giving an instruction. I say right arm. So I'm referring to the food sheath. When I say deep, silent, slow breathing, I'm referring to the second sheath. And the mind in this space has to do with the third sheath. Om Shanti has to do with the fourth sheath, fourth covering. You are enjoying it is the fifth sheath, not because of me. At least I am 200% clear that you are not going deeper, you are not absorbed into the meditative state because of me. No, because of you. When you are aware of these five sheaths, you know how to work on them. Rather, they work on you. And now inside the left arm, you see that the food sheath is a matter, it is inert. It will remain as it is. Maybe the mind puts new experiences of more poise, more calmness, heightened state of awareness. That is what we are looking for. We're not looking for that body should become like a stone. Only during the practice. Understand clearly. Now inside the right leg. Now you can appreciate this step that we have been doing for so long. gives you the heightened state of awareness and a reflection on these 5 sheaths. Beautiful. Now inside the left leg, Nyasa continues. You are singing. That comes through the intellect with the knowledge and understanding. Om Shanti means that real self is Shanti, is I am. And at the same time, you see that all the 5 sheets. You're not on the same page caused by the 5th sheet. That triggers some reaction in the mind, and the mind starts saying, no, I don't feel comfortable. No, my body is paining. No. No way. This nyasa is a step in the practice, and you should be in a dynamic state during the waking state, whatever you are doing, talking to anyone, or in the restroom, or in the kitchen, or in the, well, you remain aware. And now inside the spine, from the crown of the head, going down to the tailbone, Om Shanti, while inhaling and while exhaling, Om Shanti. And leave this. Return to the heart. Visualize the space and then the triangle. So your understanding is clear while moving the mind on a triangle. First side knowledge, second side desire is you have you have that awareness. Oh, want to know the real self. Action. In the middle, the mind moves into the cave of the heart. You know, sometimes we say the cave of the heart. It also refers to these 5 sheets. So as the mind moves freely, you're singing Om mentally. Then check if the mind seems to stop. Drop Shanti. You see, a couple of weeks and months before, I only said, move the mind inside the heart at the center of the triangle, Om Shanti. Now we are clear. Today we are clear with the first sheath, outermost sheath. So what happens? This step will deepen your practice. Now that is how I create these steps, with reference to these principles. Shanti. Well, all the 5 sheets working on your command. They are not, I know what I wanted to say. And now you do nothing. Just create a thought in your mind. Am I the physical body? And then wait. Look into the field of awareness. You will find out some of the vibes that coming from the mind says yes. Otherwise it will say no. See what it sees. Because you already have a knowledge in the background. Reassess just an awareness of this food sheet. Now you are clear. All the organs, matter, food sheet. Food is rearranged, reorganized. Whatever you eat. Who is holding the body, physical body, or the first sheet? Energy, force. But this energy is not conscious of itself. No, it comes from the mind with a desire. Okay. But who takes that decision? The fourth sheet. For why? For pleasure. All the 5 sheets are covered. Behind that, beyond that, we are. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand. Again, pay attention. When I made that statement, what it means to you with reference to these 5 coverings. Bring your mind to the left hand. Lift your both the palms. Place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside. Know your experiences and bring the hands down. You see how I destroyed the beauty of your body today? So how are you, David and Jerry?
It was very pure, very clean, very unattached.
Yes.
And just relaxed.
Just relaxed and calm. You see, the moment you de-identify with this physical sheet, this relaxation and the calmness pervades in every cell of the body. You don't feel tired. That's what I have seen with my master. And when I asked him, then he explained to me. How are you, Jerry?
Sir, I'm good. Yeah, it went by very fast. It was deep. It was, I think the focus on that veil of ignorance and removing that.
Good. That's really good. How are you, Brandy?
I'm great, thank you. I think that, interestingly, all the focus on the first kosha helped me to experience probably the most bodilessness I've had in a meditation in a long time. You know, just like I just didn't feel my body at all. and it was really peaceful.
Beautiful. You have always, that, based on when you share your experiences, I explain what kind of an experiences you should be having, rather than I tell you before. Teachers in my profession, they tell you before. So you start having an imagination and sometimes hallucination. So having said that, you said that the sense of bodilessness, first the calmness and purity inside, as Reverend Jerry spoken, and in that purity and the calmness, you look at the physical sheath. You remain bodiless all the time. 24/7. That state comes. How are you, Stephen?
I'm good, thank you. I found the lesson to be very interesting. From a physical perspective, I was experiencing some on and off pain throughout that whole lesson, which led me into the meditation. And during the start of the deep breathing, I completely focused on the fact that I'm not the body.
Good.
And I started repeating that I am not the body over and over again. And it was as if the pain just disappeared. And I immediately went into the Shanto hum. And even to this moment, all I have to say is that I'm in absolute peace and I'm not experiencing any pain at this moment. So I feel I've separated myself from the body.
Beautiful. Which one is better, painkiller or practice?
Practice.
I remember in one of the texts of Buddha, he says whenever your mind experiences the physical pain, focus on the area of the pain. Say that I feel the pain in my palm. So focus on the area of the pain in a circle and start reducing by discovering the exact point of the pain. So you will come to a single point, very like a needle. There the pain starts. And even if you focus for a minute, the pain disappears. Because we are not doing the practice for pain management, so that's why I did not give you the practice. Beautiful. You said rightly that also happens. Even if you repeat with that feeling, I am not the body, and you are maintaining that awareness, it is done. No, I don't want to. I will talk about Bhishma later. How are you, Rakesh?
Thank you, sir. While going into the triangle with the Shanti, it was just going on deeper and deeper and deeper. And at the end, when I asked the question, am I the body? Immediately the body disappears, it becomes the space. So that is what.
Yes, you see that? Brandy explained in a different way. Rakesh is explaining the same thing in a different way. I should ask, is neighbor's house is mine? No. Finished. It's out of sight now. Why it returns back again? Because of intense, deep attachment. We'll talk about it. So, how are you, Vaibhav?
Sir, I'm good. It was very peaceful. And it was like the awareness was clean. There was no conflict, so it was very peaceful.
Very good. Wonderful. That's another How are you, Barbara?
I'm very good, thank you. It was very peaceful, very calm, and I had a similar experience to Brandy, whereas towards the end of the meditation, I didn't feel my body at all.
You see that is what happens. Beautiful. That is what either you say, am I the body? I gave a simile metaphor. Am I this neighbor's house is mine? No. Am I the body? The moment that in the field of awareness, knowledge is there that I am not this sheath, bodilessness comes. Beautiful, Barbara. How are you? We have Ashok. Yes, Ashok, Terry, and Anesthesia.
Meditation was peaceful and calm.
Peaceful, and I could see the glow on your face. Yeah. But always remember, glow on the face, from where it comes.
After body.
Yes, Now, I'm not undermining your beauty of the face, that you should remember, No offense at all. How are you, Anesthesia?
Thank you. I'm fine. I felt extremely heavy.
Yeah?
Like a stone. And like I don't have any parts, and now I feel my arms and legs. But I felt like a very heavy space, and it was very deep. And now it's a little bit weird to come back. Always such funny feelings in the body when you're coming back. Like you move your body, and you feel your body, but it's so strange. Different way as always.
Yeah.
By coming back.
Meditative experience and returning to the worldly experience are always different, as long as the ignorance lives. Once the ignorance is gone, they become one and the same. And that is the journey 24/7 of meditation and mindfulness. Another part that you said, when the prana, the second sheath, is contracted, you experience extreme lightness. When it is expanded and it goes into every cell of the body, we experience a sense of heaviness. So it's an interaction. It goes on. That's good. How are you, my friend Terry? All are my friends, but it doesn't mean that, this mind is so crazy. It starts thinking, two people are sitting and you say that, she is, look so nice and beautiful. The other women sitting, well, you see that, he is not looking at me. Unnecessary, unwanted thought. And it pertains to the 5 sheath. And if you are aware, you are free. Yes, Terry. I don't see. Unmute, yeah. No problem. I'm waiting. I'm making a trip to New Jersey, so I'll go and meet Terry after many, many years. No worries. All these 5 sheaths are playing with you. You play with them. Simple. No, I don't. We don't hear you. It is still unmuted. You can do it. You. She said to open up, She wrote to me that, I want to die peacefully. Come on, when you live peacefully, then only you can die peacefully. Otherwise, there is no chance. Otherwise, 90 years old, sitting in a hospital, now I want to die peacefully, but I have a lot of problems in my life. my son and my daughter, and he did that and she did that. Do you see that? No,
Okay.
yes, I got it.
Yes, my screen was different. I couldn't find the. It was configured with differently. I couldn't find the mute button. I needed to practice longer. I had a lot of. I was aware everything's separated, like all the parts, all the feet.
Good.
All the separation, but I have doing 2 or 3 things at the same time.
Yes.
I tend to like if I'm trying to do the nyasa.
Yeah.
I sort of have to find the Shanto hum, get it going, and then try to add the second activity. And sometimes when I start doing moving the mind on the arms or something, the Shanto, I can't do both at the same time. So I was working on that, and just having a lot of random thoughts that I didn't really ask for. They just were coming up, and I was thinking,
yes,
looking at them and going, wow, why did that come up?
Yes, that is coming from the causal body or the 5th sheath that triggers the mind, distracts you. And then the mind says, I'm unable to focus both on the breathing and the Om Shanti. That you succeeded in previous sessions.
Yeah.
Yes. So that needs to be understood. The greater and the deeper understanding is there. We live into that. Any question?
No, I think they were trying to distract me, and I just remained aloof from it.
Beautiful.
I think if I could have practiced longer, I could have gotten.
Yes, that is another way to say that. Your observation is right. If we have continued, we should have done it. That is all for today. I'm going to send you another handy PC to you, maybe today, so that you can easily do it. And that is all for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Namaste.
This week, you remember this week, first sheet. Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.